Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications.
Shortly after the 2020 budget of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) was approved by the National Assembly, the Commission's administrator Effiong Akwa paid a courtesy visit to leader of the Niger Delta, Chief Edwin Clark, at his Abuja residence to disclose his action plan for the Commission and the Niger Delta region during his short stay in office. During the visit, the NDDC boss also shared his thoughts on the myriad of problems confronting the NDDC with the elder statesman, as correspondent Tekena Miofori reports.
Newly appointed interim administrator of the NDDC, as part of wide consultations with opinion leaders and groups in the Niger Delta, recently paid a courtesy visit to elder statesman Edwin Clark. At the meeting, the NDDC helmsman laid bare priority projects and programs of the Commission in the implementation of its 2020 budget approved recently by the National Assembly. According to him, the NDDC will provide counterpart funding of the East-West Road reconstruction project that has suffered a huge setback since it was awarded in 2006.
Now we have a budget we can attend to our people because we have issues with flooding. The youth of the Niger Deltas, there are many that are not gainfully employed. We need training for our youth. We have identified that. We have identified issues that has to do with flooding. We don't have roads in the Niger Delta. The East-West Road that was initiated by the administration of President Obasanjo many years ago is still lingering. The East-West Road must be completed and handed over for the use of the people of Niger Delta. With the budget that we now have, that has been given to us, we are now going to collaborate. So you are going to see within the next 6 months to 1 year that the East-West Road, stretching all the way from Warri up to Oron, with the bridges, will be completed and handed over for the use of the Niger Delta.
On December 12, 2020, President Muhammadu Buhari appointed Mr. Effiong Akwa interim administrator of the NDDC. Until his appointment, Mr. Akwa served as acting executive director in the immediate past interim management committee of the NDDC, which was disbanded on the strength of a court order. Fortunately for Mr. Akwa, he was not party to the suit that led to the disbandment of the committee and was appointed to oversee affairs of the commission as the most senior director of the NDDC. At the meeting, he told his host that he was not unaware of the controversy trailing his appointment, but noted that it was the handiwork of fifth columnists who are against ongoing reforms in the NDDC.
It is because of ulterior motives that they have. Most people think you can only contest election through the funds of Niger Delta. It's a thing that we need to stop, to put a stop to. If you want to contest your election, you can contest your election. Leave Niger Delta funds for Niger Delta people. They instigate youth. But at the end of the day, to just come and stand for a few minutes on the road, carry placard and put in the social media. I'm pleading with the people of the Niger Delta. Support our leaders. Support President Buhari. Allow peace to reign.
In his response, Chief Edwin Clark, who described Mr. Akwa's appointment as well-deserved, emphasized the need for the NDDC to be allowed to operate without interference under his leadership of the commission.
Otherwise, we have to support your appointment. You are a Niger Delta person. You are from the south. Akwa Ibom produce a lot of oil. And even if you come from Oron, they produce a lot. Oron and Ibuno and the eastern of Bulu. That people produce oil in the Akwa Ibom. We know all those things. What am I saying? We are all one. So I do hope that in your performance of duties, you should have a free hand.
On December 21st, 2020, the National Assembly, after a long-drawn battle with the NDDC over allegations of financial impropriety, finally approved its 2020 budget. Of the sum of 453.2 billion naira approved by the federal lawmakers, over 409 billion was allocated to development projects. Worried by the rather short time available to Mr. Effiong to implement the 2020 budget of the NDDC, which expires on March 31, 2021, development analysts in the Niger Delta have called on the new NDDC boss to prioritize projects in his development plan. As a matter of fact, they are against execution of new projects, considering that there are over 12,000 abandoned projects across the region.
He can still filter out those good projects that affects the life of Niger Delta people directly in such locations, and then do variation, look at why the projects were being stopped, and then he can go in and see that you complete those projects within this short period. But he shouldn't go for projects that will exceed his tenure of office.
They should not think of awarding new contracts. They should pay those ones that have performed. They should pay genuine contractors and equally see how they could look at projects and programs that will impact directly. There are lots of things that they can do with that money, but they must be accountable.
Mr. Effiong Akwa has the mandate to oversee ongoing forensic audit of the NDDC, which will be concluded sometime in April this year. He is expected to hand over to a properly constituted board to oversee the affairs of a reformed commission.
Inside the Niger Delta,